What's up, everybody? Welcome into a new episode of the Rapala We Are Collegiate Bass Podcast. Today, being joined by anglers from Bethel University. They are ranked second in the Bass Pro Shop School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia. Have a total so far this season of 13,385 points, 740 points behind top-ranked Carson Newman. Special guests on today's show are Coleman Bingham, Hunter Fillmore, and Jackson Smith. Coleman, let's start right off with you, man, real quick. The season to this point, we're about 5 to 6 months in to that Bass Pro Shop School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia. How would you say things have gone according to the plan and goals for Bethel this season?
They've gone well so far. We had a decent event at the Big Bass Bash, and then we got some really good points at Dardanelle. We got a really good team that came in this year, and I think that we can do really good this spring, and I think we could have a shot at winning this thing.
Bethel University, a former winner of this Bass Pro Shop School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia, won the title in 2018. Like Coleman said here so far this season, they competed in two of the ACA events this fall, as well as several other major tournaments. The Bass Pro Shop's Big Bass Bash presented by Berkeley. The team earned 2,650 points, and just a couple weeks later at the AFCO Collegiate Bass Open at Lake Dardanelle, the Bethel earned 2,880 points. Like I said, that season totals up to 13,385. Hunter, real fast for you, man. Also, we've seen you out at the trail for the last couple of years. You've been out competing on the ACA and all the other major college trails as well through your time at school. This season, they're at Bethel. What have you seen so far that maybe makes this feel a little different compared to seasons past?
Sir, I mean, a lot of us upperclassmen, we're getting a lot of experience the last few years traveling. Fishing for Bethel, we've been fishing now for 4 or 5 years, traveling all across the country. So a lot of us upperclassmen have gotten a lot of experience over the years, and really put that to use this coming spring.
You see that happen. I've been here now with Carrico for close to 7 years and involved with the college series for about that same amount of time. And you see anglers come back year after year to different places, whether it's returning to Pickwick or areas like that, and you see more knowledge, more growth, and the upperclassmen have more success as they get older. Now, granted, the freshmen and sophomores do have success early on, but as college fishing progresses, you learn more, you get to different places, you expand, you grow, and you learn, and that's definitely something that pays dividends. So these teams that are older with a good mix of younger anglers are able to pass that down and have success in these national rankings. Jackson, yourself, real quick, kind of in the same vein as the last two questions to the other gentlemen, just this fall so far, rate it, of how you think it's gone and how it sets you guys up for that run this spring.
For sure. One of the things I've noticed this year is we don't necessarily have a winning team. We haven't won any tournaments, but we have a really, really consistent team. We have a lot of guys that are finishing really high in every tournament, and I think that helps a lot with getting the points, obviously. And going into the spring, if we can keep that up, I think it will help us seal the deal, hopefully.
One of the best events so far this year for Bethel University came at MLF College Series Tournament at Sam Rayburn. Two highest finishing teams were 3rd and 9th, earning the school 2,400 points. Coleman, you were among one of those teams to finish there inside the top 10. Talk a little bit about that, getting the season started, first month of school, to go out there, notch a top 10, and have two teams inside the top 10 for Bethel, one of those being yourself. Talk a little bit about the importance of that.
Yeah, we knew going into the event that it was one of the last events of the year. We knew that we had to, end the year on a good note with just 2 or 3 events left. So we had a lot of pressure on our backs, and just to go, that lake we've never been to before, Sam Rayburn. I haven't, and I know my partner Braden has. So we had a lot of pressure on us. A lot of the guys on the team, they've never been there because, it's 9-10 hours away from McKenzie, Tennessee. So it felt really good to go there and come out with a good finish, and we did really well overall as a team and got some really good points, and that just kind of helped push the momentum forward.
Like we said in the intro, Bethel University, a former winner of the Bass Pro Shop School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia, that victory coming in 2018. Also, Bethel University anglers have won the ACA National Championship, Collegiate Bass Fishing Championship presented by Bass Pro Shops in 2013, 2018, and 2019, as well as across the other college trails. Very numerous other major victories have occurred in the time that Bethel University has been out here competing on the college circuit. Hunter, that leads me into my question for you. Talk a little bit about what it's like to be a part of a team that has a great deal of success and to be able to try and carry that on during your time at school.
Yeah, definitely. I think that was one of the bigger reasons that a lot of us wanted to come to Bethel, just because of the name and the reputation that it's had in the past. And it's a lot of pressure on you coming in as a freshman, knowing that you're going to be on the same team as some of the Elite Series pros and Major League Fishing pros now, like John Garrett and Cole Floyd. So there's a lot of stress on you, but it makes you want to get better. All of our kids on our team are great anglers. So there's, we work together. We work together really well, but at the same time, you wanna do good. So there's a little competition in the team as well.
That competition, we hear about it from schools from all the way up to Adrian down to Montevallo. When you're competing against one another, it's what makes you better out there. When the members of your team are good enough to get victories anywhere you go, when you're competing against those people on a daily basis, it definitely makes you a better angler. Jackson, kind of following along there with what Hunter said, you go to a school like Bethel University, it has the history, it's got the quality anglers. Kind of talk a little bit about your process from high school to college and what led you to Bethel specifically.
Yeah, for sure. So when I was in junior high and high school, anytime I would look up college bass fishing, Bethel was one of the top names, if not the top name, in those videos or on those lists or whatever. And so, like, comparing it to a different sport like football, I feel like that would be like a high school football player looking it up and seeing Alabama or something like that on there. And it's just one of those colleges that you kind of really, really want to be on that level if you want to be in a high level of the sport. And that's what drove me to want to come here and make my attempt to get on the team.
We're talking with anglers from Bethel University, ranked second in the Bass Pro Shop School of the Year, presented by Abu Garcia. Currently, those anglers joining us here today are Coleman Bingham, Hunter Fillmore, and Jackson Smith. Coleman, yourself, getting to go to Bethel University, competing, being coached by Coach Gary Mason, representing the school of Bethel University. Talk a little bit about your experience and your time at school there so far, and what you've liked, about your experience on the water, in the classroom, and out on the road.
Yeah, it's been a great experience. I've been here. This is my 5th year. Just balancing the schoolwork, and then having time to be able to go out and fish, and then balance it while you're on the road traveling. It's definitely a task, and it's not for everybody. But if you want it, you can go get whatever you want. You just got to put your mind to it, and I've had a blast. I mean, I wouldn't trade this experience for the world. Coach Mason's done a good job here at Bethel, and I'm just glad that I chose to come to Bethel and fish here. And
a lot of college anglers, their goals are to continue into fishing, whether that's as a professional out on the tournament circuit, as a working professional inside of the industry. Some of the anglers we talk to, they go on to be guides at their local lakes, you name it. Hunter, yourself, talk a little bit about your goals for your career going into the future, and piggybacking onto that answer, talk a little bit about how you feel like your time in college fishing and at Bethel University has aided you in working towards achieving those goals.
Yeah, I'm wanting to continue fishing. I'm a 5th year as well, so I'm getting ready to graduate. Whether that's in the Collegiate Series or the Bassmaster Opens, I'm not sure what it's going to be yet. It's kind of whatever money allows. But the last 4 years have been nothing but great at Bethel. I love the school. We're not a real big school, so kind of everybody knows everybody. But the teachers are great as much as we travel, going to all these events all across the country. They help you with your work a lot when you're gone. And like I said, the last 4 years we've traveled. We've gotten to fish since we were freshmen. We've traveled all across the country, Florida to Michigan to Texas, everywhere. So we've learned a lot, and I'm ready to put that to use in the next level.
Jackson, same thing coming your way. Talk about your time at school there at Bethel University. And as Hunter was kind of hitting on, you've been able to fish a lot of different places, maybe expand and grow your knowledge and expertise in bass fishing as it pertains to different techniques, different areas, locations. And also at the same time, maybe there's something that you're doing in the classroom that you're hoping to translate, pair that with fishing and do that in your professional career if you're not out on the water full time. Talk a little bit about your goals, pairing your time in college with what you hope to accomplish afterwards.
I'm the same as Hunter. I would love to continue fishing. It's just whatever money can allow me to do. Like he said, Bethel's a small campus. There's not really much to do except fish and hang out with the team and go to class. And that kind of helps us stay away from distractions and whatnot. And that helps us focus on fishing and focus on school. And obviously, Coach Mason, if we have bad grades, he won't allow us to go travel or anything until we get those grades right. And it definitely helps us keep a focus on the fishing. And, like you said, we fished all over the place. There's many places I've fished since I've been here that I didn't fish before my time at Bethel. And it's definitely helped me learn a lot for the future.
One more question apiece here as we get ready to wrap it up. Coleman, we started the interview by talking about Bethel being ranked second in that Bass Pro Shop School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia. As we look towards the spring, most of the major tournaments as it pertains to the ACA Bass and MLF are done until around January timeframe. Talk a little bit about what's got to happen in that spring swing of this college season for you guys to be able to maintain or even improve upon your current ranking.
We just got to be consistent. We did a really good job of that at the end of this year. The last couple events, we had some really good finishes, like the last 4 or 5 events. And so if we can continue that momentum into the spring, and if we can just all come together, I think we can have a shot at winning this thing.
Hunter, talk a little bit real quick, looking towards the spring, several different locations, stops, different points levels available for Bethel out there on available in terms of the Bass Pro Shop School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia. Talk real quick as we get ready to wrap this up about what, as y'all go through the spring, what are you looking to see from stop to stop? The goal obviously is to get 2 teams as high as possible. As y'all work towards that, what do you want to see amongst the team working together, the message from coach, all kind of combined together to be able to get y'all headed in the right direction?
All you can do is do the best you can do. Go out there from daylight to dark, work, do your best, and work as a team, grow as a team, grow confidence in each other, lean on each other. Because all these guys in this sport, they're very good now. It's not easy to win one of these things, and it really does take a whole team to really pull one of them off, I think. So we're gonna have to work together and put our heads down and really grind in the classroom to keep our grades up, and then grind all week at every event, trying to pull this thing off.
Bethel University, as we've said multiple times here, has won the Bass Pro Shop School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia once previously in 2018. Jackson, if the season ends and Bethel University is in that number 1 spot, what would it mean to be a part of the group to be able to get the school their second title?
Oh, it would be amazing. It's like you said, it's been 6 years since we won it last, and we would really, really appreciate to win it again. It would feel really good for the team. It kind of motivate us to maintain that level and continue to do what we do.
That'll wrap up our conversation with second-ranked Bethel University. Coleman, Hunter, and Jackson, thanks for taking the time to join us here today. Best of luck here as the semester gets ready to wrap up and those final exams take place and you head into Christmas break, and then before you know it, it'll be time to start that spring season here for the college trail as the second half of the season will then begin for that Bass Pro Shop School of the Year presented by Abu Garcia. Guys, thanks again, and we appreciate y'all joining us here today.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Everything Everything looks good. I'm friggin' starving, man. Been spawning all morning.
Ugh, TMI, bro. What do you want?
I'll take a Crush City freeloader and gizzard shad.
Anything to drink.
Water.
Pull ahead, please. Working the minnow king.
We're gonna have what he's had.
Yeah, throw me in a net BLT, too.
Pull ahead, please.
Calm down. Quit feeding him so much.
Hey, man, I'm trying to, man. If you
If you overfeed him, he's gonna hide under a log.